We're recording.
So we go to snacks.
Yeah, no, there's no snacks or anything.
No, we didn't bring snacks. We just
coffee.
Could I ask you guys to start by telling us who you are?
Okay, I'm Dave Ralph. I'm the management consultant for Royale in Boston.
I'm Brig Dauber, general manager for Royale in Boston.
And I'm Katie LaBelle, and I'm the marketing manager for Royale Boston.
Wonderful. And can you explain to us just briefly what is Royale?
Royale is a full-service nightclub. It's also a venue. We have a full concert business here, and we also have a very successful corporate event space. So we are predominantly a weekend nightclub. Operates 2 nights a week with concerts that fill in the gaps in the midweeks and also on the weekends too on an early basis, and then corporate events on an as and when basis.
Terrific. And just in the interest of total honesty, I want to say we know each other. You agreed to do this for us and take your time to spend with us because we know each other, but none of you are familiar at all with the product we're working on and what we're developing. So this is, I just want to verify for anybody watching that this is an actual pitch, and you guys are hearing this for the first time. So I'd like to ask you to be honest and to give us your real feedback. We're doing this for 2 reasons. This isn't for advertisement. We're doing this to validate our concept and really understand that what we're developing is useful, and to show to investors to hopefully impress upon them that this is something that business wants. Okay. So what we've been working on, and Dave, you've heard me talk about the name before without really kind of understanding what I was working on, is a product called Gettable, Getabl. Gettable is a web-based and app-based technology application. So the way I would say is, you guys are. I want to start by asking you: you're all obviously mobile phone users, and in your day-to-day life, in your mobile phone use, do you find that you call more and use voice communication in your personal life when you're talking to your friends, or do you prefer to use text, and have you shifted over to a data-based communication?
Well, it's mostly text, I think. Mostly text and email.
Depends on what I'm doing. I have a long commute, so if I'm here, it'll all be text-based. But if I'm in my car, that's not a good thing. So it's all voice-based. So
when you're at your business, eliminating the voice is actually one of your motivations. You strive to eliminate the voice.
A text conversation can be very quick and direct. It's like, hey, how you doing? Great, great. Or versus, hey, how you doing? Oh, what's going on? But it's a longer conversation, and time is the enemy.
Yeah, it makes sense what the conversation is too. There's a lot of times where it's like, can you take a call? You know that means something that you actually need to decide, discuss, and debate, and or just meet me here. Great, see you there. You know what I mean? So it depends on the type of.
So for the simpler conversations, a simple question, a simple Q&A, you absolutely prefer. And do you find that follows through to your customer base? When you watch your customers when they come into the venue, are they talking on their phone, or do they have their phones in front of them and they're twiddling with their thumbs?
A lot of them are texting, obviously, because of the apparent noise that's already going on in the venue. It's a nightclub, so for the most part, there's music going on otherwise, so they'll be texting. But some of them talk too. They go outside to talk, and so it's 70-30 maybe, in that range.
So what I'm trying to get at is, we believe, and I want to know if you agree, that especially among younger consumers and younger people, that people have moved more and more away from voice communicating with their friends in their daily life, and people are texting more and more, and have chosen that as their method, their preferred method.
I concur with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What's the shortcoming of that medium?
It's less personal, I guess.
Okay, but what can't you do with it? Assuming that the impersonal nature on a quick question doesn't bother you, what can't you do with your text device, or your chat device, or your data?
Just drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Not fresh anything.
I don't know. Go ahead.
You can't communicate with a business.
That's true.
True. Yeah, you can communicate to people that you already obviously know, and it's not. Yeah. I mean, obviously.
In fairness, though, yes, you're absolutely right in the essence. Our VIP host, you know, a VIP director, does a lot of their business over text.
Right.
Night of.
Right. And that's and actually I want to come back to that in a minute because that's an important function I want to get your opinion on.
Sure.
So what our system does, the Gettable system allows any person, any potential customer, any existing customer to contact any business via text. They don't have to have your individual text number, they don't have to have your cell phone number. The way the system works is you would go to our website and you would search for Royale Nightclub, and simply the sign-up process is as simple as you hitting a link that says claim this business. We then obviously have to verify that the business wasn't claimed by somebody who wants to, you know, just have that it's actually you. We verify that you have actually claimed your business. From that moment on, anybody can contact you via text. Now, Brig, how many, on an average week, how many incoming phone calls a day do you think you take that are not conversations that would require more nuance, but are simple questions of how much is the cover charge, what time does the band go on, what is the dress code tonight? On a normal week, what do you traffic in that kind of call?
You know, on a regular day, it's like 40 to 50 calls, but you know, on a concert night of, or a Saturday night before we open, it'll fluctuate to, you know, maybe 80 or something like that. Just if there's something going on that people really want the information for. But yeah, a lot of that is, you know, you walk by the phone guy, and that's all he's doing is like repeating the same thing every 5 minutes about what time doors are and what time, because people just want to double check, you know, a lot of times, you know,
And
make a plan.
How many phone lines do you have here? Do you only have one? Is there a phone tree?
We have a main phone line, and that phone line gets split up to everyone's offices if need be. Calls need to be redirected, but a lot of the times it's all informational stuff. It's like, for the most part.
Press 1 for more information. It goes to that one person. They
Yeah,
handle that one
we
call.
Receptionist or...
We have a human who answers the phone. It's like, really, you know, basically just so that we can have that interaction. But yeah, we don't have an automated system to that extent. But yeah.
And that person who answers the phone, you have a staff position that does that. And that person throughout their day, when a customer calls for a simple question, there are obviously times when that customer has to be put on hold because more than one line is ringing.
Right, yeah.
So there's a customer service aspect to it, and are we providing the best possible customer service?
Right, if he goes up to, you know, go to the bathroom, all of a sudden he might miss 3 calls or whatever it may be. It's a human thing, you know,
Yep.
so. Yeah.
So what our system would allow is that person sitting at that desk would have their computer on in front of them. So when a customer, for example, a customer goes to your website, and because we believe that your customers are probably more web savvy and are used to that, and when they want a simple answer, the first place they're going to seek it out is your website. If they can't find the answer on your website, then they're going to pick up a phone and call and ask their simple question. So what this allows them to do, if they go to your website, there's a button on it that has our logo. It's a gettable button. And it can simply say, if you have questions, get answers. They click that and it opens a window and they can type in the question. What time is the club open tonight? The same receptionist answering the phone, that pops up on her screen with a little audible tone, and she's able to answer that question in real time as a real person, not a pre-programmed answer, without putting the person she's talking to on hold.
Like a live chat.
Yeah.
It's
like a live chat, but it's not living on your system.
It's a live chat that we traffic through. The benefit, obviously, for the consumer is they're not married. They don't have to go to your website. If that consumer is out and about and having lunch and decides they want to ask you a question, they can simply touch our app, select Royale from the favorites, type the question in. They're not on hold. They don't have a phone to their ear. They're not being rude to the person they're having lunch with. Whenever your receptionist has a moment, she answers back.
And she can have numerous conversations at once, because
Right.
if she's using, if there's a queue in the window pane, like in the app pane, that shows all different conversations that she's able to have.
Okay.
So she, instead of where she would answer the phone and put someone on hold to answer another question from another person, she can have 8 conversations at once instead of just that one.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
So my honest question, after that simple explanation, is, as a business, do you see a value in this, and is this something you'd like to have here, assuming I told you it was free?
Yeah.
for this business.
There's no doubt.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
doubt it would be beneficial because I'm assuming that the Getable's running 24 hours a day. And there's
Absolutely.
People are asking questions 24 hours
I
a day,
think
not
people-
just when they're going out.
Well, you can turn yourself on and you can turn yourself off depending on how busy you are.
Can you have multiple users
Absolutely.
interfacing
Yes.
with that system?
And what it also allows you to do, for example, I'm assuming, and I don't really know your business 100%, but I'm assuming that that person you have who staffs the receptionist position is a daytime position, and there's a certain time at night when there is nobody answering the calls.
Absolutely.
What this system allows you to do is, at any time of your choosing, you simply go to your on-screen login and you click a switch, and it will transfer now those incoming requests to any mobile phone that you choose. So if Brig is on the floor at night and you want to be able to answer customer questions because there may be questions, his phone will buzz and he can text back the answer in real time and satisfy that customer's request.
Okay.
Now you mentioned your VIP hosts. And what happens is you have these people who represent your company, and they go out and they take reservations and they communicate with what are essentially your customers. But you don't have any ability to monitor what they're saying, how they're representing you.
It's true.
Our system allows you as the administrator to go back. All that traffic would come through this system. They're still communicating with their customer via a text medium the way their customer wants to. But at any time, you can log into the system and see exactly what was promised to the customer, what the promoter said.
Oh, that's cool.
Every
That's
type
very
of
cool.
conversation that you have is recorded.
That's very, very cool.
That's cool.
When we-
So you can look over call log basically.
Yes.
Yes, the entire conversation is recorded. Now, also, if that same person contacts you with a question in the future, the prior log comes up in the same chat. So you always have the ability, when they ask the question, to roll back and see, oh, this person came to this event, they asked about this,